If you work on your own cars, you are going to need tools. And if you work on your own car, you probably also like tools. So you probably have a lot of tools already and you need a place to store them. But even the cheapest tool chests are pretty expensive. They can run up in the thousands. So what do? Well, you may or may not want to go to Amazon and buy the cheapest tool chest you can find. For $150, I got a 2-tier 22-inch tool chest on wheels. And today we're going to see if it's worth the money or if it's just complete trash. And here it is. So let's unbox it and see if we made a mistake. For wheels, latches, gloves, and screwdriver. I have to flip this around and undo the screws at the bottom here. So there's 4 screws at the bottom here that we also have to remove and loosen that top tool chest. Oh, there he goes. Now it's a good time to put the wheels on, I suppose. There we go. Consult the manual again. Set of keys. This mat is felt, so everything just slips and slides around. It should have been anti-slip, but it is felt. Very, very poorly designed there. There's felt in all of the compartments. Does it feel secure and safe? No. It feels very flimsy. I guess once you put some tools in, it'll be heavier and a little bit more hefty and maybe won't move around so much. A couple of things to note. There's 2 different keys for each. I don't understand why that's the case. That's very stupid. It should be the same key. So now we got to swap key over for the other keychain so that we have a full set for both. The drawers they're definitely a little loose, and I don't know why they lined them with felt, because everything just slips around. That is a poor decision. This is a weird little drawer. I don't know why you're putting in these tiny little drawers. There are some more decent drawers that have some depth. And of course, we gotta get the other set of keys, because why not? We have decent room to store something. The gauge is pretty thin though, but I think that's okay. To be expected. Let's finish it up, put this panel back on and the handle. And this guy, I think is meant to be portable. And once we put these handles on, we can just lift it around. So it might be a good little portable tool chest if you need one of those. So now you also have a portable one, but I don't know, there are riv nuts in here, but it is buckling. I don't know if I would trust this with too much weight. The drawers are thin and flimsy. The drawers on my tool chest, my portable Craftsman tool chest, feels comparable. So I think it should do the job for like normal kind of day-to-day tools. Overall, I mean, it is a tool chest. Is it the best tool chest? No, but it is $150, and for $150, you can barely get a little portable tool chest, let alone a whole unit. The specs are off a little bit. I mean, this is too small for sitting on top here. Interesting choice that they made here on that. So if you're looking for a first tool chest, I mean, I would think about it. I would consider it. You can always get a new one, and worst case, you can always use this for something else. You can use this for smaller, lighter tools, cleaning supplies, rags and things, anything you might need to keep track of and organize in your shop, nuts and bolts and zip ties and whatnot. You can go in this one if this one failed to do the job on the heavy duty stuff. But yeah, for $150, I'm not super disappointed. I hoped it would be a little bit better, but I mean, come on, it's $150. I guess I should have known that it wasn't gonna be, but yeah, for the price, I think this is pretty decent. Probably gonna get a Husky or a Harbor Freight tool chest later on, but this one I think will stick around and it'll be used for something. So $150 did not go to waste here. I think it's a pretty decent buy for the money. So if you're looking for a small one, consider it.